Okay, so back one more time in my kitchen lab today, and these are the ingredients for the coffee. This is a coffee cream that I'm going to be making, and this is supposed to be a cellulite buster. Good for the legs and for zomping all those dimples in the butts and legs, but it's really an all over body cream that I'm going to be doing. These are the ingredients. So for the water part, so for my lotions, they're simple. It's 1 ounce of beeswax to 1 cup of oil and 1 cup of water base. So water, oil, and the beeswax is going to be the emulsifier, because you want it, the beeswax is what's going to whip it into that lotion. It's going to create an emulsification and turn this mixture into a lotion. So let's go over the ingredients. The ingredients are menthol crystal and coffee. So I'm going to dissolve these in 1 cup of water. Then I have lemon essential oil, eucalyptus essential oil, cucumber mint oil fragrance. Then I have peppermint oil fragrance and fresh rose fragrant. And then the beeswax for the emulsification, 1 ounce, and good old avocado oil, superb for the skin. Yeah, Jamaican black castor oil. It's the real deal when it comes in a rum bottle, a reused Appleton Estate rum bottle. And then we have vitamin E to keep our mixture fresh and preserve. The vitamin E is good for the skin, plus it's also a preservative, natural preservative. And I'm going to throw a nice fresh piece of aloe in this mixture too. So stay tuned. Okay, so now it's time for us to blend our oil mixture. I just have this in a double boiler. The oil is melted with the beeswax in this jar. And this is our coffee and fragrant mixture. So water into oil. And let's get the emulsification process started with my stick blender. Here we go. You see how it starts coating? You know it's ready.
recognize it, we often forget that in plants there are multiple active ingredients. And so I'm going to encourage you to start thinking a little bit, open your mind up and think a little bit wider here than a single entity, a single molecule, and think about plant therapy, the entire plant. And I'll explain to you why I think that's an important component. But for one thing, for example, the chemistry and composition of cannabis is such that there are over 70 different
Coffee,
phytocannabinoids. These are plant-derived
cellulite,
cannabinoids
moisture,
that we know have
cream,
similar
coffee.
cannabinoids that have similar